Hello, and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about Seattle's best post-alley blend whole bean coffee. Yes, people, in this video we're going to be doing a hands-on with the bag, then we're going to take a closer look at those beans. After that, we're going to throw those bad boys over to the burr grinder, break those things down, then we're going to throw those grounds into the pour over maker. That's going to tell us a little bit more about this coffee. We're going to find out how fresh it actually is. After that, we're going to do my favorite part of this whole shebang. We're going to do the sip test. Yes, people, I absolutely love tasting new coffee, and I think this one's going to be great. I've been riding the Seattle's best wave, and I'm hoping we just keep going up. All right, then we're going to figure out, is this a daily, weekly, monthly, or never consumption coffee? It does happen, people. It does happen. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, let's take a look at this bag right quick, people. Seattle's best coffee. You got their nice artwork right there. Since 1970, that is what's up, people. Now, this is interesting. Seattle's best coffee. And if you look right there, little team. If you don't know what that is, Google it. You'll get some information. All right, this is whole bean because we do not want those additives or preservatives that come in ground coffee sometimes. Okay, this is the post-alley blend, smoky and intense. I am actually a fan of a smoky coffee, people. I actually really like it. Give it a big thumbs up. Intensity level 5, so this is going to be their dark roast. Interesting. I would have thought 5 would have been a medium, but I guess these guys have their own way of doing it. Ooh, smooth roasted. That is what's up, people. 100% Arabica, whole bean. This is the 12 ounce. This bad boy was, I think, $3.50 if I'm not mistaken. That is why I buy coffee most of the time. I'm not looking for quality or taste or anything like that. If it's on sale, this guy is buying it. Okay, here's a little short story on these guys. Cool. Take a look at the back. All right, suggested. There we go. Squeeze all the air out. Of course, people, of course. Not in the freezer or the fridge. Okay, here we go. Nice beans. Best by date. Yep, we're good to go, people. Good to go. All right. That is interesting that it's a dark roast and it's 5. Oh, I guess it's... It's 0 out of 5. Of course, this is their darkest. All right, I am ready for that, people. Bring on the darkness. That sounded weird. Take a look at the bottom. Nothing there. Okay, there is the one-way valve right there. This bag has a little bit of nitrogen that is released after the beans are roasted, people. I have finally figured out what that means. So what happens is they roast the beans and throw them in this bag so quickly to keep it fresh that they have to throw a one-way valve in here to stop this bag from actually exploding. Yes, this bag would explode if there was not a one-way valve there. Thumbs up, very cool. So when there is poofiness in the bag, that actually can mean these beans are fresher than the other guys. Yeah, very cool, huh? All right, knowledge is the best. You can Google that too, it is a fact. Okay, so good nitrogen in here being released out that one-way valve. The smell is, woo, so nice. All right, take a look up here. Now I wonder if this is going to be a cut or a pull. I'm guessing it is actually a pull. Yay! I do not mind a pull. Woo! Wow. Let me turn on my flashlight for these bad boys. That is some darkness right there, people. Wow. We are literally hanging with Vader. Man, holy moly. It is very hard to pick up on camera these beans. That is incredible. Wow. That is extremely dark. And actually, there's not a terrible amount of oil. I'm actually quite impressed. Wow. I'm actually someone who enjoys a good amount of oil, but I'm also someone who does not necessarily know the difference. So I am very simple when it comes to my coffee. If it tastes good, I buy more. All right, people, Man. Okay, so let's look for imperfections. You guys can't see it as well as I can. There's not much on here. All right, those look good. All right, coming up, we're going to throw this to the burr grinder and see how these break down. All right, let's get into this Post Alley blend, people. Very interesting name. All right, this is my burr grinder right here. That's coffee beans, people. That is coffee beans. Glistening, glorious coffee beans. Oh, what's this? Burr grinder, coffee beans, burr grinder, coffee beans. All right, if you've never seen my burr grinder before, I'm going to link this thing down below. It's actually quite nice, people. I really enjoy it. It's great when you're grinding up 10, 11 ounces of whole bean. It's also good if you're only going to grind up a few ounces at a time. No big deal. It does it also. It's got a very easy setting. It's super easy to clean. All right, back to the beans. Great looking beans. Hardly any imperfections. Good color. Truly dark though. This is definitely worth the 5 out of 5 intensity levels or whatever they want to call it. All right, so we're only going to be grinding up half the bag because yes, we're doing a bonus sip test on this one. So that will actually go into my Philips Super Automatic, and I will do a sip test on that as well. Look at that bag just hanging out with the burr grinder. All right, break these beans down. So what we're going to do here is the burr grinder is going to break the beans down, obviously, and that's going to give us a little bit more of an understanding of these beans. It's going to tell us the quality, and this is not science, people. I am not a scientist. This is just something I've learned as I've used this particular grinder. Beans that are grown right, healthy beans, they will break down in a very uniform way. Cheaper beans, unhealthy beans, beans that were not roasted correctly will actually break down in this weird, jagged way that every time it turns out it doesn't actually taste that good, and it's uniform across the board with all crappy beans. So if these beans are good, Gucci, then we should see a pretty uniform grind. All right, down the hatch we go. Oh no. What has happened here? Oh. Ooh. Somebody overflowed. Got a little bit too grind happy. All right, let's take a look at these grounds real quick. Looking good. There's a couple imperfections in there, a couple large chunks, but that's not terrible. I've seen worse. So that means the quality of this bean is actually quite nice. There is definitely that coffee dust right there. No big deal. If you don't know what coffee dust is, it's basically what happens when you use a burr grinder. I did just recently learn you can use a little spray of water on the beans before you grind it up. All right, we're going to be using my Coffee Gator pour over maker. This thing is absolutely amazing. I'm going to link it down below. Truly one of my favorite ways to brew up coffee. All right, so we are loading this bad boy up. I always go a little extra on the grounds because I want a real punchy, really extreme taste. I don't want a watery cup of coffee for my sip test. All right, so you want your pour over to be between 180 and 190. I usually go about 185. That's going to give optimal taste and optimal flavor. If you go too hot, if you go to boiling, if you go to 200, you're actually going to burn the grounds a little bit, which is a oh no. All right, so what you want to do is soak your grounds, get them nice and soaked, and that way it can absorb all that hot water, and then you're going to hit it with the first pour over, which is going to tell us a lot. So what we're looking for is a rich crema on top. It's not actually crema because crema is the result of a high pressure espresso machine. This is something I call crema, and you will see what I'm talking about in a moment if and only if these beans are actually fresh. So the more crema you see, the fresher the bean, people. Yes, this is going to tell us everything. Coming up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dun dun dun. There you go. That is, you see the blooming, see how it's poofing up a little bit? It's getting that sort of like yellowy crema on top. That is the result of a fresh bean. Now it's darker because this is a dark roast. If this was a medium or a light, that would be super fluffy and just very light. So the darker the roast I found, the darker the crema. All right, we are in the thick of it, people. Okay, let's give it the second hit. Usually by the second or third, there we go. Look at that crema right there, people. Woo! We are in this, people. Wow. Yeah, usually by the second or third, you're going to see the most crema appear. And if you notice, it's not dissipating super fast. It's getting that sort of brownie look on top. That is excellent. That is exactly what you want to see. And the stream is looking rich as can be. This is all adding up to a potential 5-star delicioso cup of coffee, people. Woo! I'm excited. All right, we will, of course, go to 500 milliliters. So if you are paying attention, that is 4 scoops of coffee grounds. So each scoop is an ounce, so 4 ounces to 500 milliliters. You can do the math at home and figure out the ratio and tell me in the comments down below if I'm crazy or not. All right, that is some good crema continuing to flow on the top. The stream is rich. The stream is powerful, people. All right, we are almost to the 500. Not the Indy 500, people. Yeah, you can see how it starts to look like a brownie right there. And then it starts to swirl like a cinnamon swirl. That is beautiful, people. Glorious. Yeah, if you're pouring your water in the top and the grounds are, you know, not as healthy as they could be, the water will actually flow through twice as fast. And that is a sign that you're dealing with some pretty jank coffee beans. So, all right, so coming up, we're going to do the pour test. So what we're looking for here is a rich, solid stream. Dun 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 dun. Woo! Look at that, people. That is extremely rich. And if you notice, there's almost no settlement in there. That's because the Coffee Gator pour over maker has a phenomenal filter on it. God, that is glistening. That is glorious, people. Wow. The shimmer. The shimmer is real. All right, so if you have one of these at home, grab it and put it in your coffee and figure out how hot the coffee is. So you want to drink your coffee between 130 and 140. I like a 132 to 135 for optimal sip test. If it's any hotter, it's actually going to remove flavor. You're going to taste less. So try this at home. Drink it about 130, 135 and enjoy. Hey guys, I want to take a quick minute and talk about the sponsor of this video, Smile Brilliant. And in particular, I want to talk about coffee stained teeth. Yes, people, you consume coffee, I consume coffee, and that stuff stains your teeth for sure. So check this out. The #1 product recommended by dentists is the custom fitted tray. However, to make said tray, it requires a dentist to hand craft it by using a model of your teeth. With Smile Brilliant's Lab Direct, you can do it all from the comfort of your own home at a fraction of the price. Order the creation kit today at smilebrilliant.com using the coupon code Lucas. Yes, people, Lucas. Okay, so once you get your kit, you're gonna make your impression. Yes, people, you're just gonna bite right down on it and send it back using the prepaid envelope. No time at all. The lab will handcraft your trays and send them back. In 3 to 5 applications, you can sip your coffee with confidence, knowing those teeth are gonna smile brilliant. And the maintenance is as easy as 1 to 2 applications every few months. Yes, people, this is what you need. All right, let's get into this sip test, people. Man, am I exhausted. I had one of those nights last night where I went to bed so tired, like I'm talking exhausted. I got on the bike for the first time in like 5 months and did about 20 miles worth of cycling. And I thought, ooh, I'm gonna sleep so well tonight. It's gonna be perfect. But an hour and a half into my sleep, I woke up and I could not fall back to sleep at all. It took me like 3 hours of restless sleep to finally fall asleep. And it was one of those nights where I said, I cannot wait until morning so I can get my hands on my cup of coffee. TGIM, people. Thank God it's morning. All right, enough of my banter, enough of my ranting. Let's get into this sip test. Ooh, oh, that's different. That is very, very different. Wow. Wow, it hits like the tip of your tongue first, and then it kind of flows back down your tongue. A little bit thick, but good. Wow, that is a very, very interesting blend right there. That is, it's earthy, it's smoky, it's definitely harsh. It is a dark roast, so it's definitely harsh. And it has little to no sweet notes. So if you're someone out there that likes a just harsh, hard-hitting cup of coffee, this is the one right here. Yeah, the nutty and earthiness is balancing out the harsh, smoky taste. It's a little bit bitter, but it's well balanced enough that it actually works. So it's not too bitter, it's not too harsh. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, the first hit you get is definitely bitter, which I think may turn off some people out there if you're not into a harsh, bitter cup of coffee. The smokiness and aroma that you get in the mouth is very pleasant. It's mildly thick, but it's also very thin and airy. So it's got that full body taste that you want. Wow, yeah. I'm gonna say it's probably my least favorite Seattle's Best. This had to happen. The love affair had to come to an end. There was no way that this was gonna last forever. I definitely think that it has quality. It is good. You're gonna enjoy it if you're someone who is interested in that harsh, hard-hitting cup of coffee, but I'm gonna give it a solid 4 stars. I think it's my first Seattle's Best that I didn't give 5 stars. It's probably a little bit more of a personal preference of mine that I enjoy a little hit of sweetness in my dark roast. But nonetheless, you're gonna enjoy this. This is definitely not a cup of coffee that I'm gonna be thinking about. It's more of a cup of coffee that's gonna do the job. It's gonna have that good taste and you're gonna be like, okay, this is good. Definitely a coffee if you're a cream and sugar type of person. You're gonna really enjoy this because it's so hard hitting that it's gonna basically just dominate the flavor, which is what you want when you're someone who adds all of the stuff into your coffee. So yeah, I'm gonna say that it's not, I did say it's full bodied, but I'm gonna take that back. It's not as full bodied. It's kind of more straight down the line of smoky, bitter, harsh. By no means, like I said, it's not a bad quality. You're not gonna go, ooh, this is junk, but you are gonna drink it and go, whoo, that is harsh and hard hitting. And as you saw, I went almost to 600 milliliters, which is not my normal. Normally I go to 500, so I went a little bit above, and that still was not enough to cut this harshness down. But yeah, solid 4. You're gonna buy it. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna go, this is quality. But if you're like me and you want that little hit of sweet, it's not for you. But yeah, it's a great cup of coffee, good dark roast, hard hitting, definitely definitely something for like a cold, rainy day where you're just like, I need that big punch. But personally, it's not my favorite of Seattle's best. I think if you look back on my channel, the last few were dynamite. I don't know why I just said that. Oh, all right, 4 stars, bitter, smoky, earthy, airy. Good, but not the best. Right, there you go. That's Seattle's best Post Alley blend. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely smash that like button. And if you want to join the At Home with Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos, and it's because of you guys I surpassed 1K. Yes, people, got monetized, on my way to 2K, but I need your help. Yes, I need your help. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pets, this guy's on YouTube and they should go subscribe. All right, as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.